Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are talking about the 5 steps in adjudication of claims in medical billing. So when we talk adjudication, most people go, what in the world are you saying? What is that word, adjudication? It sounds like a big word and it really is a pretty simple word. It really means detailed kind of full processing of a claim, right? So an insurance company first processes, when we transmit our claim to an insurance company, they process the claim into their clearinghouse by what we call acceptance, right? So once they've said, yes, we will take your claim, it contains the basic information that we need in order to even review your claim. They accept that claim into their system for this these steps that we call adjudication. There are really 5 steps to this entire process of adjudication. When the insurance company receives your claims, they're looking for really 5 different areas, right? They're looking for 5 pieces of information. So the first thing they're going to do is to look to confirm that the claim is not duplicate. So they want to make sure that they did not receive this claim before and they haven't already paid it or made a determination, even if it was a denial of some sort. They haven't already processed this claim previously. If they have, they'll send you a denial, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, they're looking to make sure all of the details that they really need to process this claim are present. So they're reviewing the claim for its true completeness. So think about the acceptance process is a little different than this adjudication because they're really in that area, there's basic review happening. It's just, are there characters present on the claim, date of birth, ID, things like that. In adjudication, they are really more detailed about that review process. They're looking at the procedure codes, the diagnosis codes, really checking them for really validating them, looking at the ID and matching the patient ID to the date of birth and matching that to their internal records to ensure they have this patient in their system as an active subscriber or an active covered individual. Lost my word for a second. So when you are looking at, then they're looking at those 2 things. So again, the duplicate and confirming that all the basic information is present. Then the next thing they're looking for is, are you participating? And do you have information on your claim that follows the rules according to your participation, right? So simply stated, if you're a surgeon and you often are going to need some sort of referring information or some referring provider, authorizing provider, if that's something that's required, they're going to look for that information. If you are a specialist and you require a referring provider for a certain type of service, they're looking to confirm that you have the referring details present. They may not necessarily check it to validate that it's active, right? That you have the information there. They're just looking first for high level. You're covered, you are a participating provider, you have these rules that state you need to do X, Y, and Z. Have you even included that on our claim? Great, it's there, they move on. They look then at the benefits. They take the patient's benefits and your provider information, they put that together and they try to determine what is covered. So they're looking at the services that you've rendered, whether or not the authorization, if it's required, is actually valid for that service. And then they're looking at the diagnoses. Is it truly the diagnosis that's covered as outlined by the patient's benefit plan? So they're putting all those things together on this step 4, okay? And then step 5 is that looking at the whole thing and saying, yep, it passes. And then they determine step 5 is going to be either payment or denial. So if it's payment, insurance company is going to do what they'll do. I'll talk in a separate video about what happens after adjudication. Payment happens, you receive your payment for those services, we're happy. Denial happens, you receive an EOB or an ERA or a letter even that outlines the reasons for denial, okay? Also, there is really a kind of middle level one that says the insurance company maybe has pended the claim. So you've got 3 potential outcomes. That all happens on step 5. Okay, so again, 5 steps. You've got determining if it's a duplicate, looking to make sure that all the information is present that's needed, double checking the participation for the provider and that you've abided by all the expectations and rules outlined by your contract. Then it's looking at the contract for the patient, determining that benefits are really allowed for those services, combining all things. And then there's result is that final determination, so either payment or denial. All right, friends, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here, welcome. We post videos each and every week. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you don't miss out on videos that will help strengthen your knowledge and the business side of healthcare. Until next time, my friends.